Oh, just waking up. I took a break from the Mandela effect conspiracy situation, but I'm back, full force ahead, and there's just so many of them. It's ridiculous, okay? That people are denying this and more people aren't jumping on the bandwagon here. Um, I'm going to make an extensive list, and I've really been trying to do this, okay? But if you do something so much of the time, it'll literally consume you. It'll drive you crazy. So I've been trying to, you know, duck in and out. So, but anyways, um, there is a lot of them going on, and there's things that I've seen that without even knowing about the Mandela effect, I was like, that's strange. I remember like this. Maybe they changed their product, maybe they changed it or something. But it wasn't changed. It's always been that way. That's, why would something stand out like that? There's been a theory that they're implanting messages in the commercials for the Mandela effect. Let me put it this way. Why would a government want to do something like that? If they wanted to mind control or do something, I think they'd make their message a lot more clear, not beat around the bush, okay? They'd just come out and do whatever they wanted. They wouldn't have to make us think that we were having false memories. I mean, because there's only so many people that even believe in it. A lot of people discount it. They discredit it. They say, okay, oh, it had to be this other way. It's just whatever. My mind's playing a trick on me, and they don't even acknowledge the fact that something changed. So if the government's doing it, which a lot of these people are saying now, that they, over the years, they've been implanting subliminal messages on TV. It was a good try to explain something away, but let's make sense of it here. Why would government do something like that? I mean, what is it really affecting? I've been on Mandela sites on Facebook and things like that. There's, I don't know, 12,000 followers. That's not a lot, There's not like 20 million followers. And you're talking about a world that has 8 billion people in it. So this Mandela effect is not so many people are aware of it, okay? And even if they are, what is the purpose? To confuse somebody? Oh, I had a false memory, so I mean, what are they going to get out of it? Nothing, because us who know that we experienced it, we're not falling prey to anything. We're not doing something because of it. We're just like, wow, this shit's weird, So anyways, been a lot of people talking about the Mandela effect being a government conspiracy. I really don't believe that, okay? I don't think, I think if anything, they're trying to hide the Mandela effect, not, trying to put it in our minds. I think they don't want us to have false memories, because what they're doing, okay, at these places where they're creating this effect, it's a secret. They don't want people to know, Those of you that have heard of the Philadelphia experiment, this is something that happened. There's eyewitnesses. People, there was a vortex opened up in front of the ship. They were using powerful magnets, and there's a picture. If you find it, it shows the ship, and there's some kind of like a wormhole opened up in front of the ship. So this ship disappeared and appeared somewhere else, and there's witnesses to this. And then there were people literally fused in the walls, and there were people that never came back. So that ship traveled through a dimension of space and time, and it ended up somewhere else, and then it flashed right back. So they created energy so powerful that they kind of, they went through a wormhole pretty much, and the consequences to that were people being fused inside of walls, like literally there'd be a wall and there was a person fused inside of that wall. So this is all true, okay? There might be people online that try to, say that didn't happen because maybe the government didn't officially acknowledge it. But we're not making this stuff up, guys. I mean, people aren't making this shit up, okay? You can't go on the internet. I mean, you can pretty much find anything on the internet. But you don't see things about a battleship disappearing and appearing somewhere else with witnesses and then flashing back to where it was and then seeing a picture of a green vortex opened up in front of the ship. It just doesn't happen every day. So you got to question that. Like, yeah, it's real, okay? The Mandela effect, they've been experimenting with this stuff for a long time, okay? Tesla was a pioneer in this kind of thing. High energies, time travel, okay? So it's a butterfly effect is what we're seeing. If you go back in time or open up a portal or other dimensions or a wormhole, there are consequences. And right now the consequences are small. So I'm going to make some predictions here, and maybe 5-year predictions of what might happen, okay? Because there's a lot of things going on right now. Like now, there were three bombs dropped on Japan. There was 2 in another reality. But in this reality, there was 3. And then New York or New Jersey was attacked, and the Statue of Liberty was affected by that by Germans way back in the day. That never happened, but it happened now. So are they creating history the way they want it to be, or is this just little things that are... Is it a bigger plan, or is it just little things that are happening and they don't mean for them to happen? I think it's a bigger plan. I think they're adjusting little things to get us used to it. Like little things like 'twas the night before Christmas, instead of saying Merry Christmas to all and to all a good night, it now says Happy Christmas to all and to all a good night. So what I think that they're doing is getting us used to this effect. They're kind of like feeding us little pieces of it, like introducing us to it. So we either discredit it totally and think it's crazy and put it out of our minds, because that's what our brain will do, by little... Because why would they change like little things like brand names and products? Okay, here's what they're doing. They're changing these small things so most people will look at it and say, no, it was the other way. These people are crazy. And not even look at the idea again. So when bigger shit starts to happen, they don't even question it. And then for those of us that do see it, they're introducing it to us. They're kind of getting us used to the idea, okay? And they're going to change historical events. They're changing little historical events. So, because people ask me, why doesn't things change right in front of my eyes? Well, here's the thing, okay? You could see it flip-flop, I guess, but you're not going to... Like, I'm not going to be looking at my TV and then it just shrinks to a 32-inch. I mean, is that possible? Sure, why not? But they're not going to be that obvious with it. They're trying to introduce us to this slowly. Because if you woke up tomorrow and you're like you can question these memories, like Chick-fil-A, the Berenstain Bears, and it's confusing and you're not 100% sure. But if you woke up tomorrow and, you had a mansion and then you're living in a apartment, you're really going to be like, okay, something's going on here. So I predict a lot more changes to come, but historical events, okay? I predict historical events. The Bible's changing, and why would they do that? Well, not only to fuck with our heads. Once again, the government's not trying to feed us the Mandela effect to confuse us. This is my theory. They're trying to introduce us to it. They're trying to hide what they're really doing, okay? And through manipulation, it is manipulation, they're doing it. But it's not manipulation in the sense of the word that they're, just trying to confuse us. They're trying to introduce us to something, okay? So what I predict is historical changes. The Bible's changing. So I predict historical changes. The Bible's going to change a lot more. Religion's going to change. They might try to do away with it. And, a lot more things to change. Like future things, like better technology. Hopefully less hungry people in the world, less people with diseases, live longer. These are things that I'd hope for, but I think it's domination is the key goal. And right now, the countries are competing with each other. So, you have particle colliders in these parts of the country, and so I think they're competing with each other, and and quantum computers, they're competing with each other, and everybody's in a race to get a hold of this technology and use it for their agenda. So yeah, that's what I believe about the Mandela effect. Like this video if that made a little bit of sense to you. Thumbs down it if you think it's batshit crazy. And that video with all of the Mandela effects is coming soon. I'm working on it. I've been writing them all down. I just want to come at you real fast, fluid, with like 1,000 of them. As many as I can get. I just want to bam, 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 shoot them off, and then you can go and look them up. So look for that video soon.